Texans are not going to have to handle this disaster alone. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, is already playing a major role in the response.
But FEMA has come up short in the past, and as KTVU's Tom Vacar reports, this time the agency is dealing with a disaster of epic proportions.
The sheer size of this disaster is mind-boggling, says Mark Neveau, a nationally known emergency response expert, educator, and a former presidentially appointed FEMA incident commander. He's commanded disasters including Hurricanes Sandy and Ike, as well as major floods and fires.
This is probably the most challenging presidential disaster declaration this country's faced.
He says Houston is truly historical because of the disaster's vast impact area, with a storm that simply will not let up.
We've not faced something that has been this acute and that is expected to go for this long a period of time.
It is, says Neveau, far worse than Katrina, short-term and long-term.
But the long-term impact of this is going to be huge, not only just for Houston and Texas, but for our country. The economic impact of this also puts our country in a precarious position too from a security standpoint.
16% of the nation's oil processing and refining lays idle. Many major corporate headquarters and key facilities are in the region.
Houston and Texas are also on their own energy grid because of the importance of that area.
With rescues, rain, and runaway water still ongoing, a real assessment of the damage and the midterm responses cannot be undertaken because much of the land is still covered with water and access to many places inaccessible.
This is going to be a multi-year, decade involvement, billions of dollars to be able to get people back up and operating.
In short, FEMA has its work cut out for it at a time the administration is considering major budget cuts. Tom Vacar, KTVU Fox 2 News.